What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet to Helmet 49ers podcast. I'm your host, JT, and my co-host is my dad.
What's up, GT?
We're about to do the 49ers vs. Packers preview podcast
Woohoo!
in the Divisional Round playoffs.
That's right. It's come. Playoffs is here.
Well, don't forget to like,
And subscribe.
cue the intro music. So, Saturday Night Football, Packers vs. 49ers, an NFC Divisional Round,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be against the scary Jordan Love.
I don't think you would ever have thought to say those words.
Yes. Especially in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Love was kind of like an afterthought. Nobody thought he was going to, become a great quarterback. But in the second half of the season, he has played at a fantastic level, almost elite. The last 9 games, he has thrown for 21 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
That's like Brock Purdy.
Yeah. I think, forget somebody was talking about estimated EVA or something like that. Efficiency, basically. And he was coming in second behind Brock Purdy in that efficiency ranking in the last 9 games. So he's really become a very good quarterback and a little scary.
And the reason we think he's a very scary quarterback is because of what they did to the Cowboys, even though we know the Cowboys are really bad all the time.
Exactly. Last weekend was the wild card week for the NFC. This is what we're going to focus on because these are the teams that we're going to have to deal with to get to the big game, the big dance, the Super Bowl. So, first of all, the Lions did win over the Rams. It was a close game, 24-23.
Yeah,
Right.
by 1 point.
It was a close one, and we thought it was going to be close too. So, it came out okay. Goff played a pretty good game. Nothing too scary, huh? On the other, what was a Monday night game? The Eagles actually lost to the Bucks. Were you surprised?
Not really.
No.
I mean, of course, we all know James Bradbury is
Trash.
Debo is right. He cannot tackle. He should be out of the league.
Yeah. So they lost 32-9. Oh my God. Even the tush push did not work in that game. The Bucks were able to stop that.
Well, that's kind of a face mask, but
Well,
yeah.
I think maybe that was after they had already stopped it. But yeah. Baker Mayfield looked great too. Scary Baker Mayfield.
I think the Lions are gonna win, and then I'm gonna say the Buccaneers are not gonna keep it close at all. The Lions are gonna kind of destroy them, and they're gonna score under 15 points.
Who, the Bucks?
Yes.
Oh wow. Could
I'll
be.
say that.
Could be. Totally. Then of course the big game here, the Cowboys actually lose to the 7th seed Packers. This is the first time the 7th seed has ever won the wild card matchup. And they beat the Cowboys 48-32. The score looked a little close, but actually it was not close. It was like, 27-0 for a while. So Dak threw a pick six, threw 2 picks, actually, 1 pick six. And the Packers looked really good on offense and defense. Jordan Love threw for 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, and had a 157.2 QB rating, while Aaron Jones, the running back we'll be going up against, ran for 118 yards and 3 touchdowns too.
Great timing because I had him in fantasy, and if you had him in fantasy, you know he was absolutely terrible, and now he decides to get 3 touchdowns.
He's been hot the last few games. He's ran for last 4 games. He's ran for 127 yards, 120 yards, 111 yards, and last game 118. So he's been hot for the last 4 games. Um, kind of scary. Scary Aaron Jones. So, yeah, the Packers beat the Cowboys, and now we're going to go up against them. They're coming to Levi's, to a well rested team. We're pretty much stacked with healthy players now. We were stacked with a bunch of injuries, but now a lot of them are coming back, right?
Yeah, and we rushed a lot of our starters against the Rams, and like I said, the bye week helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting a lot of players back, except for Cleveland Farrell because he's out with a knee injury. And if we can beat the Packers, he's probably going to play in the S Championship.
Okay.
And Dre Greenlaw is questionable.
Yep.
He's not.
And yeah, Drake Greenlaw, he's on track. He's on track to play, they say. So that's great. Some other players that are coming back from injury, Jair Brown, our safety, Odom.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, I like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just read he's coming. He had like surgery on his bicep, and he said he's coming back. He's coming back. So, and a big one, Armstead. This guy you've been saying he's gonna make a big difference. You said, huh?
Yes, I think he can stop Aaron Jones. It's like maybe under 50 yards,
Ooh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
under
George
4 yards of carry.
on 4 yards of carry.
Yeah, under.
Under. Okay. Yes. Yes. There you go. I like that. George Kittle. He had a little back spasm the other time during the Rams game that week, but he's good to go. Uh, Jawan Jennings from concussion. He's back. He's taken a
Yeah.
long time. Um, and then who else?
Sean Gibson.
Yeah, he's back too. So he's going to be our starting safety with Jair Brown. So no more Taylor Hawkins and what was that guy's name?
Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan. Yeah, exactly.
We're getting all our safeties back.
Yeah, that's great. On the other hand, the Packers might be without Jair Alexander, their cornerback. He has, I believe, a shoulder and an ankle injury, and he didn't participate today, Thursday. He did not participate, so he is questionable. I hope he doesn't make it. So we have a little easier time throwing on them. Just saying.
That'd be pretty good because you can carve up Eric Stokes and then maybe run some great routes on him, and then it'll be a deep shot for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's right. I hope so. I hope so. So, what else are we gonna talk about? You want to talk about the game coming up, of course, right? So, I think the Packers doing so well against the Cowboys kind of got me nervous. I'm like, wow, this
Yeah.
this is a dominating offense. If they get put everything together, they got a young receiving core, tight ends. Aaron Jones seems fresh. Jordan Love is on a roll, and they beat the Cowboys in Dallas pretty handily. So, um, I think it was a good thing too. You could see the positive side of it, that the Niners won't take the Packers lightly coming in to Levi's. They're gonna be more ready. They're not gonna take them for granted. They're gonna say, hey, Jordan Love can really play a good game. We got to be at our top of our game to beat the Packers, and then that's a good mindset to have.
Also, I heard that Kyle Stan and like all the players started studying like film on the Packers in at the end of the second or the first half of the game.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. And that's exactly what they were probably hoping for, to know as early as possible who they were going to play. So they didn't have to wait until Monday night to find out if they were going to play the Eagles or the Bucks. They knew early on and were able to get a couple of days head start jump on studying up on their opponent. And then on top of that, um, they played Sunday and then they have to turn around with the 6 day rest period and play on Saturday. This coming Saturday, so they only get 6 days rest when some of our players had almost 3 weeks of rest. So that should be an advantage, right?
Not yeah, not so rusty. I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, there's a possibility. I know. I heard that they had some really hard practices, pads on and everything. Going at it.
So they're gonna be used to it, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. They didn't take the time off completely. They practice hard, and that's the closest thing they could do to real game experience. So the rest is good. You know, rest. I mean, these guys are vets. They've been through it, right? We've been through it.
I mean, yeah. 2019 got first round bye. That's the year we lost the Super Bowl. I think, yeah, we played well. We made it to the Super Bowl, so maybe that seemed like it could happen, but we won the Super Bowl.
Yep, yep. In 2021, we were close. NFC Championship game, very close also. So a lot of these players have been with us the whole time. Warner and Kittle and Bosa. They've been through it. They know how it feels, and hopefully the stage is not too big for them. But
Yeah, they've been in the Super Bowl. I think it's not that big of a stage.
yeah, because divisional round. Packers are young and they're playing with house money because they probably didn't expect to be this far in the playoffs. But I think the Niners are still hungry. They're very hungry. Trent Williams, McCaffrey, he's hungry.
Yeah. If McCaffrey puts body on the line just for us not to win a Super Bowl, that would be really bad.
I mean, this is what he wants. This is McCaffrey's. I can feel it. You can see it. His intensity. He doesn't want to get out any plays. He wants to play all the time. Help this team get to the Super Bowl and win that next Lombardi. You know, one for Trent Williams too. My God, it'd be. These guys deserve it. They've never been to a Super Bowl before, right? So I was looking at some of the I know that the Packers, during the Dallas game, they won the coin flip, and then they chose to take the ball first, and that's exactly what Kyle Shanahan would want. If we wanted the flip, we'd want to get the ball back after halftime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, that's no matter what happens, whoever wins the coin toss, that's probably what's going to happen. The Packers are going to try and get on offense. That's what the Niners used to do early on, 80s, 90s. We would want to put the pressure on because our offense was so good, and we would take the ball first and drive down and score, and you know put them in a hole, the opponent. So that's what the Packers might be planning on doing too. But that's exactly what Shanahan wants also. So we'll see how that goes. So who are we looking to have a good game? Um, say offense.
Mm, has to be Brock Purdy. I know it's a very original answer, but I think if Brock Purdy plays well, the whole team plays well, including the defense.
That's true too. Yeah, I would agree with you. Don't the forecast of the weather forecast? Just bringing this up.
60 degrees.
Um, we're looking at rain now.
Oh.
There's gonna the forecast right now Thursday as of Thursday is that there's gonna be rain right during the game time.
Oh no.
Yeah, not a lot. It doesn't seem like it's a lot. Um, Less than tenth of an inch of rain. So, um, at the forecasting. So not a whole lot. Before it used to be Saturday was no rain, but now there's going to be like a 65% chance of rain that I just saw. So the field could be a little wet, but for me for offense, I'm looking at CMC to go crazy, right?
Yeah.
I can see it because he wants his bad, and he's got some rest. He's got a lot of rest. that sore calf that he had. He says he's good to go. He's a full go now in practice. So this could be a big game for CMC. How about for defense? I kind of guess who.
You think I'm gonna say Armstead, right?
Yeah.
But I won't. I won't say Armstead again. I'm gonna go with Charvarius Ward.
Yeah.
Even though the Packers don't have any top receivers, I think the Packers are gonna throw the ball a lot with Jordan Love, and we need Charvarius Ward to guard Christian Watson, Jayden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, whoever is gonna go against Charvarius Ward.
Yep. He's been on a roll with a lot of picks, and he had a pick six recently. I'm gonna go old school, but not too old school. Nick Bosa. He's been quiet. He's been very efficient, and but he hasn't gotten home. I think Jordan Love is the type of a quarterback. He's not very quick, too agile. So I'm looking for Nick Bosa to get home at least twice. 2 sacks for Nick Bosa. I think he's going to put the pressure on, and he's going to get a couple of sacks. The spotlight is on, and Nick Bosa is going to come through.
Yeah, I agree with you too.
Yeah, I'm looking for that. That'll be awesome. So, anything that gets you a little nervous, though?
Jake Moody.
Yeah, ditto. He's a big question mark now since the last game against the Rams, where he missed a very makeable field goal and a point after. So, well, let's see how he bounces back.
He's had like 2 weeks to do it, or yeah, 2 weeks to do it.
Yeah.
About.
I don't know if, things get worse in your head, if you have time to think about it, like, oh my God. But they say he's tough mentally. I have not seen that completely this
Yeah.
season. Maybe in Michigan he was. Here he's having a little bit of the yips. So um, he's going to be very important because, down in the playoffs, you're playing against some of the best teams in the NFL. Every point counts, every point after, every field goal. So, yeah, we will need Jake Moody to be at his best. So, are we excited about this game or what?
Yep. I'm very nervous as well.
I know. We have a stacked team. It's great. The Niners, number one seed at home, 3 weeks rest, going against the seventh seed. I mean, there's number one seed versus the seventh seed. Usually, we would love for that scenario to happen, right?
Yeah.
And it's happening. It's happening. So I know I'm nervous too. I just got to see them play because it's been so long since the Niners have been at full force. The Rams game was not that. So to see them um, with all their weapons ready to go, healthy, I haven't seen that in a while. So can't wait. A couple of other news, right? Happening. Practice squad signing. Woohoo! Austin Bryant is back with the team.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah, I think Cleveland Farrell is out, so they just signed another defensive end just to fill the
Like
spot.
Terry Hires injured.
No, Cleveland Farrell is out, right?
Oh wait,
So
I don't know why,
there's
but I thought you said Kerry Hyder.
oh no. uh, but then I heard that maybe either Robert Beal is going to get the start or get activated, or Austin Bryant. One of those two will be the third string defensive end
Who
or
would you
something like
choose? Activate.
that. I'll go Bryant because he's the veteran.
Yeah.
You
How long
know,
has he been playing for?
I don't know, maybe 4 years, 5 years, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, just total guess though. Um, Other news: Mark Chumur, tight end for the Packers back in the day. I think in the '90s. Um, he was on Milwaukee radio, and he was saying it might be a little crazy to say, but he thinks that the Packers defense should take a 15-yard penalty and to get a cheap shot at Brock Purdy to try and injure him.
Why?
Why? Because
That's so mean.
he's desperate for the Packers to beat the Niners, and they need to do something kind of uh, underhanded and cheap to try and win the game. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's don't do that in the playoffs, especially. I feel like just don't do it in general.
Yeah, that
Like,
was not cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Other news: Adam Peter is bye bye.
Like also, the whole NFL I think has been trying to team up on Christian McCaffrey and they've been trying to take him out with a
Yeah,
bunch of face masks
yeah, I remember that
and
in the beginning
twisting
of the
their neck.
season. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, yeah, it's been happening a little bit here and there from what it seemed like, but it's kind of worn off a little bit since I haven't really seen it as much. But yeah. But anyways, Adam Peter, Adam Peters, our assistant GM, is no longer with us.
Mm, yeah, he, yeah. He went to the Commanders.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if they're an up and coming team. I mean, if he really helped the Niners out, which of course he has, to what extent we don't know, but he helped choose the players to draft and things like that. So he helped create the Niners. Who they are, what they are right now. So it'll be a loss. Hopefully, we'll be able to replace them. Um,
Yeah, and the Commanders had the second overall pick, so they're probably gonna draft a quarterback. As Sam Howell is not the answer.
yeah, yeah, that's true. So they have, and they don't have a head coach, so they're gonna hire a new head coach. There's gonna be a whole new regime over there, so it'll be exciting for Washington. The Niners are kind of spreading out all over the place. You know,
Yeah,
so what other news popped up this week?
very very big news. Probably the biggest news of the week for the Niners. Trent Williams is gonna play next year.
Yeah, that's right. You told me about that. You showed me the news, and you were really excited. And oh yeah, man, that's great news because there could have been a possibility that if we won the Super Bowl, that Trent Williams would say, that was a great career, and I'll end off with a Super Bowl victory. But he's intent on playing another season. Why is that?
He wants to, I believe, tie the amount of Pro Bowls you can get
Uh
for
huh.
an offensive lineman.
Okay. Yeah, I think he has 11 or something like
Yeah,
that.
he wants to tie it for second place.
He wants to tie. Want to go for number one?
Well, that's 2 more years. How much
Okay,
he
I'll
wants
take
to
that.
get.
I'll take that. That's great. We don't have to worry about our left tackle for another season. That's a relief. Yeah. So, um, I know we had some news about Tom Brady, but who cares? Who cares? Anyways, so this is awesome. We got the matchup. We got the game. We got the home game. We got the first round bye. Everybody's healthy. This is as good as it gets right here. So, what do you think? Are you gonna predict is the outcome of the game, JT?
I'm going 31-24.
31-24. Uh, 7 points difference. Okay. I don't
It's
know.
gonna be really close.
Yeah. That's a pretty high scoring game. That's good. I have I have the Niners winning. 34-18. 34-18.
You think he's gonna blow it?
That's not a total blowout, but
16 points.
yeah. Yeah, okay. That's not is that a lot?
Kinda.
uh yeah. I think I think the Niners need to stop Aaron Jones and like you were saying, right? Armstead, Hargrave, right down the middle. It's gonna be really important to stop that run and then make them more one dimensional. And then our defense is better than the Dallas defense, so we'll we'll be able to cover a little more tighter. than the Dallas defense did. So, you know, we should be able to win this game.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. So we'll see. 5:15, right? Saturday.
Yep.
On Fox. We are 9.5 point favorites. So we'll see how that goes. All right.
Well, that wraps up for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.